Good morning, students. I am Sainath Chaitanya, STEM professor in Department of ECE. So I invite you to the microcontroller interfacing laboratory, and today we are going to discuss about how to interface your 8051 microcontroller with DC motor. The DC motor is the one we can have enormous number of applications in our day-to-day life. The motor which you can able to find inside your trimming machine is a DC motor, and the motor that is also found in the vibrator of your mobile phone is a general DC motor only. Now, so this 8051 how to interface with a DC motor is our current discussion. 89B51 RD2 is provided with 4 ports that we are very familiar. So here I am exclusively using port 0 and port 1. This port 0 is interfaced with your DIP switch, that is digital input switch, and the port 1 is acting as an output port. This output is fed as an input for this transistor. So once this transistor is coming into active state, DC motor will be turned on. Okay. Now once the DC motor is turned on, generally whenever the DC motor is being supplied with some source, an armature reactance with opposite polarity is developed. Okay. Now, after some amount of time, what happens? A motor generally will be running for few amount of seconds or few time units, and it will be off for few time units. Okay, depending upon my requirement. Now the DC motor will be turned on whenever the output is generated with significant bit, that is logic 1 here, and whenever the output here at P1.3, if it is logic 0 means definitely the DC motor will be in off state. Sometimes what happens, there will be a power interrupts happen. A power interrupts or happen, or wantedly a source, that means the DC motor is unable to receive the source signal for its running operation. At that time what happens, a back EMF will be induced. That back EMF will generate high voltage spikes, or a voltage fluctuation also arises in the circuit. These fluctuations will damage the entire circuitry, which is undesirable. So to avoid this kind of scenario, a diode called IN4007 is employed here. So this IN4007 will be taken care of, and it also controls any of the high spikes or fluctuations that may uncertainly arises in the circuitry. Okay, this is the usage of your IN4007. Now, so I would like to arrange a concept here. As I have said you that inside my trimming machine, the motor I am using, or I can able to find inside it is the DC motor. Now this port 0 is interfaced with a DIP switch. In the sense, can I say that port 0 is acting as an input port now? So whatever the input that I am, because you can see here the DIP switch diagram will be like this, 6, 7, 8. Otherwise that diagram representation is also right, and this is also correct. You can follow either of the representations. So among these 8 switches, I have just used only 4 is required for my application. Like this is A switch, B switch, C switch, as well as D switch in the DIP switch. So these ABCD switches of your DIP are manually and hardware interfaced with P0.0, 0.1, 0.2 and 0.3 here. So I want to make the A switch, B switch, C switch, D switch dedicated to satisfy certain conditions. What are the conditions that I would like to use here? For what conditions? Here I would like to use ABCD switches. I am going to write here A switch, B switch, C switch and D switch. So whenever switch A is pressed, or whenever switch A is on, the DC motor will start running for a duration of 200 seconds amount of time, and it will stop or it will be in passive mode for 800 seconds amount of time. And whenever D switch is pressed, the DC motor will start running for 400 iterations or 400 seconds amount of time, and it will be off for 600 seconds. Similarly for C, this much amount of time I have given to C switch, and it should be in off for 400 seconds, and for 800 seconds the D switch, if I press the D switch, if I make my D switch on for 800 seconds amount of time, the DC motor will be in working condition, and for 200 seconds amount of time it will be in non-working condition. So these are the conditions that I have given to each and every lowest enable of your dip switch. Okay. Now I just wanted to give enough hint so that it is your job to program your microcontroller such that it can be interfacing with your DC motor here. So before starting any program, the first and the foremost instruction is you are going to write as void including the header file. It is your job, include the header file. Next, how many number of bits I have used it in port 0? Only 4 number of bits, for which I use the S-bit programming technique because I feel comfortable with S-bit. And you can also, let me complete the S-bit. I will tell you the other programming technique also. 0x80. It is address location of P0.0. For this address location, I am going to call this address location with a variable with a name as A. Here A stands for a variable. Okay. This variable is satisfying this condition. And similarly for B, for C as well as for D. Hence I completed. Now I am going to use a function called delay. Now I just don't want to take an empty argument. I would like to take with an argument or with parameters. The delay function with parameter I would like to use here into P. I just want to do all these things. So let me start the program called void main. Open your definition, main program definition. I may take here while activity or it depends upon my wish. But initially, in a similar manner, P1.3 also I will take one S bit, like underscore S bit at 0x 1.3 stands for, it is again by 0x94, I think so, 0, 1, 2, 3, 93, 0x93. That is, I am going to use at this address location, I am going to use the variable name as motor. By default, once I open the main program, my motor will be in off state. After that, if my A switch is turned on, motor will be on for how much amount of time? That is 200 seconds as per the earlier condition discussions. So the value of 200 iterations is given here, and it will be off for delay of 800. In this way you can complete for the B switch input, C switch input as well as for the D switch input. Okay, and after completing all these things, you can even keep this one in an activity of while loop. So if else if B something how to be written here, else if C, else of course the D, whatever the D switch is there, else if of D also you can write in the program. And if you want to make this as a continuous activity, you can use the while loop here, that is while of 1. Inside this while of 1 you can write each and every thing here. Okay. So when now for complete you need to complete even the definition of your delay here. The delay I have taken with an argument called parameter called P. So here in the void main program definition, delay of 200. That means a delay function call is called here, the value of this argument is passed to the parameter, formal parameter during your function definition. So you can complete the definition. So like you are going to use this p as a variable, this p variable or this p parameter somewhere inside your delay definition, because you people are very familiar how to write or how to provide a definition for your delay function. So you can extract the value of this p inside into your program such that you are going to make your motor on for certain amount of time and the motor will be off for certain amount of time for all these 4 different switches, sub switches. So this is about the DC motor interfacing with your 8051 microcontroller. Okay, let us move to the hardware part, and thank you for the day.
Hi guys, so this is interfacing of DC motor with our microcontroller 8051. Here we are using 89V51RD2, and this is the kit which we are having a DC motor, and this is supply which we have given, and we have interfaced our DC motor to port 0 and this dip switches to port 1. You can see whenever I turn on this thing, these corresponding LEDs are being glowing there, and then corresponding action will be seen on the DC motor. As of now, I have already dumped the program into this microcontroller now, as our sir has explained you on the board, that whenever the switch 1 is turned on, there should be 200 iterations to on and 800 iterations to off. Turn on this S1, 2 seconds will be, the motor will be turned on for 2 seconds and turned off for 8 seconds. But this is not a practice, good practice. You can see the motor is turned on now for 2 seconds and it will be turned off for 8 seconds. And this will be repeated forever because I have utilized while of one loop. And whenever I turn on S2 switch, this will be having 4 seconds will be on and 6 seconds will be off. You can see the variation. When I turn on this switch 3, which will be having 6 and 4, 6 seconds on and 4 seconds off. And switch S4, if I turn on this S4, you can see that 8 seconds our motor will be turned on and 2 seconds motor will be off. You can sense it. It immediately turns on. But this is not a good practice, as we are sensing it, which is deliberately made. Okay, the delay is being made very high because to make you people understand that we are controlling the speed. I will reduce the speed now and run it again. You can see it. You can see it. I am reducing the speed now. I mean delay. Here I am reducing it to 250 and 2 and building the program, saving it, and then dumping the program here. You can see the programming is done here, and now you can see whenever I turn on this S1, previously it turned on and off for more duration. Now I have reduced the delay, so our motor is running at a constant speed. But this is not the exact full speed. This is your full speed. Now I am turning on my S2 switch, which is having a smoother version. Previously it was harder, now it is smoother rotation. Now I am going for S3, which is even smoother than S2, which is higher speed. And if you go for S4, this is very high when compared to all the 3. Even if you want, you can incorporate the highest speed, that is full rated speed at RPM. Okay, so I have not incorporated it. You people incorporate that in your program with another switch. Okay, or else you can go for all the switches turned on, then the speed should be high. Okay, thank you.